fail. Fail. Like, that was my strategy. Let's fail.
Your tagline is first generation millionaire.
Yes.
What was your first job out of high school?
Sonnet?
Yep.
No, was it Wendy's? Out of high school, I was doing babysitting. I was doing cleaning. I was flipping burgers. And people, if you're scared, do it scared. I'm like, no, don't do it scared. Do it prepared.
What would be some advice that maybe you'd give to your former self?
You do have to have wealth vehicles. You do have to be around wealthy people that talk wealthy, that do wealthy things.
Yeah.
Get around people, circumstances, and situations that are affluent. I want you to believe in whatever number you see or whatever amount you see. And I want you to know that it's already there. Your money should be making you more money than your job or your work or your effort, your hours, your dollars, your time, your energy. Your money should be doing all that. I can't say that I've, truly failed in life. I can only say that everything that I allowed to happen has happened to my favor eventually.
Yeah. Well, this is Dr. Omai.
Hi.
First generation millionaire. Strategist, expert, visionary, awesome woman, funny, great personality.
I can't hear you.
I'm running out of synonyms.
Oh my God.
I'm a walking thesaurus. And we met like 2 months ago.
That's right.
And here.
At
And
this place.
it's just been really fun to stay connected with you. And you were someone that when I met and you came to this like investment event in a hoodie.
With my insurance
you did, and you were just vibing, and you were just kind of like a secret mover, and it was awesome. And then Paul doing his walk across Africa right now, walk for water. He's grinding.
On a broken ankle.
Yeah, like it snapped his foot or whatever. Like, and but the cool thing about that is like now he has a lot of locals walking with him, and it's now like becoming like a local event, not just
walking.
Yeah, so that's been fun, and we just stayed connected. And I was like, bro, let's get you on the podcast.
Yes,
Let's
he was
chat.
on the podcast. You guys were so calm.
Yeah.
So cool.
This is fun. So, well, thank you for making the drive. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yes.
And we have a lot we could talk about, but this is what I
goodness.
wanted to start with.
Okay, let's go.
So,
I've never been Dylan England yet, so please.
yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I don't know what that means, but
Isaiah, help me.
yeah, I was like, this is gonna be great. The interview that we did before was both Lucas and I are adopted.
Wow, I didn't know.
And
that.
then we jumped in deep,
Good.
like his
More
eyes
than
were
synergy.
misty,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it was. So now I'm like, I had to take a moment to like, all right, regroup. I can't just start sobbing on this interview because we were close, man. I feel like Isaiah was back there just sniffling the whole time, like it was beautiful. Yeah. So, and so you're the one that helped get Lucas on the show.
Yeah.
You're a connector.
Yes.
You're someone that loves connecting.
Yes.
But your tagline is first generation millionaire.
Yes.
And this is a conversation that came up with Lucas. And so I want to pivot to you.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Lucas grew up in Chicago, bouncing from foster home to foster home. Everything about his life said you're going to stay in that situation.
Absolutely.
And he didn't. He rose, he fought, and he's like, I'm not going to play the victim.
No.
It's not going to be another generation just stuck in this life.
So good.
And that's you. And so I want to talk to you about the fact that you, as a first generation millionaire, at what point in your life did you say another generation isn't just going to pass by? Like, I'm going to be that change for my family.
Funny story time.
Let's do it.
Not so funny, but funny now. So in 2015, I think I had already been down the progression of, I know that I'd already been down the progression of not continuing with 4 generations of welfare, because that was the story, right? Constant relationship concerns and issues with the elders and the ancestors and such. My mom, her sisters, so on and so forth. So my mother is one of 8.
Wow.
Back to back to back. And I started asking questions about just curiosity about me, really. But what is our story? What's our background? What's this? What's that? So as I got educated, I'm like, bro, we're like dope. Like the difference between us and the Jackson family is a lot, but no, the difference between us and the Jackson family was like they literally executed on their whatever it was, pain, glory, story, whatever, their talent, skill sets, whatever. And we're not using our talents properly. So I'm going to go on that journey of discovery. So that's what I did. So that started a while back. But in 2015, there was a pivotal moment that I went to Staples or Office Max or somewhere. We need a sponsorship for the show. Ooh. But I went to those places and that place. And I remember picking up some magazines. I'm going to be an investor. I'm an accredited investor. I'm going to be an investor. I'm in the high quadrant, right? Yes. I was on my Robert Kiyosaki.
You're ready. Yeah.
And I got all these wealth magazines. I was like, yeah, I was already investing in like this girl's company. And I was like, bro, I went and the dude was swiping my credit card. I had just put like $4,000 in that bank account. And he was swiping my credit card. And I'm like, bro, what's up? And he was like, it's not going through. It's declining. I'm like, okay, fix your machine.
Yeah.
Fix your machine. And he was like, no, I don't know. It's something. I said, hold on one second. Let me go to my car. I'm going to get some cash because I don't have time for this. I don't know what it is. I'm not calling the bank. It's just some magazines, right? They were all investment, Forbes, this, that, and the third. So Business Insider, all this stuff. And that magazine that year said investors, you need to da-da-da-da-da. So I was like, that's me.
Yeah. So you were already on the investor journey at this point.
When I get back in, the man kind of hands me my card upside down. He was like, ma'am, it's just not going to go through. And I'm like, why are you holding down my card like that?
Yeah, it's fine.
You know what I mean? I flip it over and it's a Lone Star card. Pause. It is a freaking Lone Star card. I was trying to purchase investment magazines with a food stamp card. It wasn't even mine. It was the girl. I was renting out my home and it was hers because that's how she was helping pay the rent, bro. And I was like, what the it wasn't even mine. And I was trying, and the guy was so embarrassed. He said, ma'am, just take them for free. I said, no,
I'm good, dude.
I got money.
Like,
I'm
listen,
good.
I'm all right.
I have money. I can do this. And at that time, I had like 111 streams of income. Kid you not. Like for real, documented.
111?
I was insane. I was like, whatever. I wasn't even trying to run from my past. I was literally running into who I was trying to become. And I heard that Warren Buffett had 99. I'm like, I'm going to top him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo.
He's not even that rich.
Right.
Yeah.
But
easy money.
I was like, that was a defining moment for me. And that's when I recognized that I wasn't even in my mind a first generation millionaire yet. That took about 3 years for me to develop after that year. But 2015 was the pivotal point that I decided to change myself and not worry about whatever I thought, whatever egotistical things I was trying to do. That slapped me in my face. And I was like, it wasn't even mine, right? Like, but it was my story still. Like, I can't just say, oh, that's her card. I was a part of it. I was using it.
Yeah. Just almost out of habit, like almost like, oh, I guess you didn't even subconsciously, you just grabbed it, right?
Subconsciously.
Huh. And that was the moment that just said, I'm gonna. But you were at this point though, you were already investing.
I was slowly investing. I was slowly trading. I had just gotten into cryptocurrency. I had just gotten into Bitcoin. I had just started doing this. I had just decided to stop doing my corporate contracts that I was doing. I had just.
What were you doing? What was your first job out of high school?
Sonic.
Yeah.
No, was it Wendy's? Out of high school. Yeah, it was Wendy's.
Wendy's, okay. And then when did you?
Now, mind you, I graduated high school at 17, so I was still young. I had just turned 17, so I was still young because my birthday is September, blah, 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 all this stuff.
Yeah, and you're just a prodigy and super smart, you know. That's obviously what it is. Yeah. And so Sonic.
Hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic. But that's I guess the point. Like, you could still be working there. Right? Like, there are people that graduate and they work at Sonic,
Facts.
Wendy's, and that's their life.
What
was different about yours?
That was a part of my journey, and I was always speaking to the manager, always talking, who owns this place? Everywhere I go. Even when we came here, who was I speaking to?
Yes.
The owner. And
was that natural for you? Have you always been that? Okay.
Ever since I was the youngest of the youngest, and my mother also imparted that into my sister and myself. Who owns this place? I'm like, Mom, what does that matter? Just pay the thing. Who owns this place? I need to speak to the decision maker. That's not always the owner. But she always made sure that if you pay for it, if you're purchasing that, you need to speak to that person in charge, right? And so that was instilled also through her. But the curiosity of like, who owns this? Who owns that? Who made that camera? Who's Isaiah back there? Like, what's up with Dylan?
Just the curiosity. It's just a walking curiosity. And then what was your job after Sonic? When did you start kind of like You said you had all those streams of income. When did you start stacking them?
I had a lot of streams of income then as well. So I was doing babysitting, I was doing cleaning, I was doing selling stuff. I was doing people's makeup. I was a makeup artist for a while. I was doing this and that. I was a high school collegiate athlete as well. I was doing everything. We got paid from school. I was flipping burgers. I worked at AT&T. At one time I worked at AT&T. I worked at Wendy's. I worked at, this is all simultaneous. And I did Cutco knives because I was a
yeah, there you go. Yeah, I know Cutco. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was doing Cutco knives. And so it was like I always had streams of income. I never understood a reason not to have streams of income.
Entrepreneurial family, or you just kind of just...
It was definitely in the bloodline for sure, because just about everybody I know now is either in high management, career path, and or an entrepreneur. There's literally, I don't think anyone in our family that has a job. Or they're in the military. Most of them are in the military. The younger generation above them, all entrepreneurs, ownership, something. I don't know.
That's awesome. That's
it's
awesome.
innate. Just like that welfare was, though. But I don't think that we thought of welfare as in societal welfare. I think we thought like, let's eat.
Yeah.
But I'm anti-welfare, right? I'm so anti-welfare because of what you're talking about. Like, is there not more? Now, I get it. If you need to feed your family, do what you do.
Welfare is a Band-Aid.
It is a complete Band-Aid.
But it shouldn't be like your lifetime medication.
Not at all.
Right? And so
not at all.
I 100% am like, and not to get all crazy here,
Yeah.
but like that's how I view like a lot of people. There's a big like war on antidepressants right now.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's a Band-Aid. It shouldn't be.
Band-Aid.
It shouldn't be for the next 47 years. You're hooked on a medication. But if you need it for a month or 2 months, whatever, great. But that's the same thing. But that's not how welfare is treated. And then what happens is we're talking with Lucas, you know, and we were talking with Isaiah's family. Like they come visit us, and they're like, "Man, y'all are rich." Like, no, not really. Like rich is over there. Like we're just we're just kind of rich. Right. We're not rich actually, but it's a perspective thing.
It is perspective.
And it's saying like I don't want to just be on welfare the rest of my life. I want to pursue, and that's the thing that I respect about you. I respect about Lucas. I respect about Isaiah. I respect about myself and my family of just like we're gonna move forward.
Yeah, that's
and then
all.
so the fast forward to 2015 thing again. Okay, so that thing happened. You're like, okay, I gotta ramp this up. What did that look like for you? What do you mean? What was like? Okay, I got to change. Like, what was going through your mind? Like, what did you do?
Multiplicity, right? Be fruitful and multiply. Base commandment, right? I love all the other ones, but this for me was the first commandment. And I was like, why are we not being fruitful and multiplying? Like, let's just say let's just say I was on welfare and I was really trying to go through that process, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in that moment, I knew that wasn't my story. Like literally wasn't like, you know, in that moment. And so at that point, 2015 was invest as many fail. Like that was my strategy. Like, it was like, let's fail. No one wants to hear that. Is there crickets on the internet now? Like, no one wants to hear that. But I was like, fail. And I mean, I want to fail fast, hard, and get that out the way. Because if that is included as my strategy, because I see spectrum, I don't like duality as much. I understand it. I respect it. I get it. But I really love spectrum. And I was like, let me put myself in some spectrum style situation. So that's all I did. I just focused on what's the next level, speaking with billionaires, speaking with millionaires. I started flying in. Well, this actually really started in 2011, but by 2015, like it was consistent. I was flying in billionaires and millionaires, mainly those that look like me, because I was tired of the we can and the people who being, you know, and all them, they, and them and they, you know, it's like a song, like a bad song, and it's like them and they. Who's they, Dylan?
Don't ask me. I'm a sipping my water.
Oh, is that what you want to do? So my question was like, who's they? Like what the? Who? And so I started to fly in that. And so long story short, I just started to ramp up and rev up and be more curious and more curious and curious more and more. And so I was like, if I can do this, like with the little bit that I have, imagine what these other people have done. And I just started connecting with those people. Because I was over it.
Yeah. Do you know who Alex Ramosi is, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he says something. He said, I just watched it, and it's what you did naturally. And he said, making a lot of money is very simple.
Okay.
And it's like, okay.
Does he have a secret sauce to that?
Yeah. And it's like, all right, I'm in. All right, listen, I'm ready.
He's got my attention.
And basically he said, I'm going to butcher it a little bit. Basically the premise, he said, find a problem a rich person has and charge a lot of money for them to buy it. And they're going to buy it.
Okay.
He's like, your clients need to be wealthy people. He said, if you can't, like, for example, this is like your point. Like,
As
you're
a
like,
strategy.
it's a strategy. Because you're like, I'm immediately going to start hanging around millionaires and billionaires, right?
That's it.
That's it. So like I could say, like with the podcast consulting that I told you I'm starting to do, right? It's like, all right, I could help someone start a podcast and I could charge $200 for a call. Or I meet with a company that has 5,000 employees and I charge 20 grand for my services.
Okay.
It's like when you increase the income of the people that are in your circles, making money is significantly easier than just trying to just play the volume game. And so when you started hanging around the people that you wanted to attain to, you wanted to be with, eventually you joined them.
That's it.
And that's how it worked. Did you have something as you kind of started figuring out, you said dived into crypto, I think you dived into real estate a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite investment vehicle that's done the best for you?
So there's this guy named Tom McPhee or McPhee. Is it McPhee?
I don't know.
He is Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett's wealth manager. And they their family has the perpetual wealth code where they teach infinite banking.
Okay.
And my wealth strategist, Douglas Aze, who chased me for 3 years to get my whole life insurance policy. And I'm like, why not term? Why not this? Why not that? Why not IUL? Why not? Like, I'm not like, it's not like I'm ignorant. I understand there's many products, but why that one? Anyway, with those two people in my ear constantly all the time, like showing, explaining, educating, showing. That's my favorite thing is like that I can go in my infinite bank. It's my bank. It's literally called your bank. Like that's the
book
trademark.
Called The Power of Zero.
Yeah.
Talks about this.
Right. And so I love, I'm like, so you mean that I can just like use my money and then pay it back and then use it and then pay it back. And I was like, but you can do that with a lot of stuff, right? Credit cards. If you use it, pay it back, like investments, bank account. I mean, you could do this with the most things. But anyway, my point was that's my favorite vehicle.
Okay.
Is anything that's infinite.
Yeah.
Because that's back to the be fruitful and multiply, right? That's my baseline, by the way. And so anyway, my point in that is saying that vehicle, whole life insurance, or anything such as my real estate, where I can get a HELOC or I can do a cash out refi, I could do something to where I could use it and pay it back. And that's my equity. I mean, there's some costs to be the boss and there's some transactional things and stuff like that. But the point is anything that lets me be infinite on earth. Yeah. Besides my mind, right? And my subconscious mind. But that any vehicle, financially, economic vehicle that will allow me to go in and out of it, that's me.
And you're a producer of a TV show.
That's my jam. I am.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you just have your hands in so many things.
I do.
How do you keep it all straight?
You know what? I don't. I don't. Number one, work-life balance. How about there's none? Yeah, like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, we do what we do because we do what we do. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't know how else to say it, but that's like it. But yeah, so with the TV show, the Shirley and Vicky show, it's so fun.
How'd you get into producing a TV show?
I literally have always just been around television, film, and media. I was a writer, Associated Press. People don't know that. Rolling Out Magazine, Seattle Times, so many different publications, Plano Insider here in Plano. But I was always around that. And at that time, Dr. Shirley Action Jackson, who will be coming on the Dylan England show.
100%.
She had an opportunity with Verizon Fios. Don't judge us. Verizon Fios and UAN Network. And she was doing it. And I didn't know everything I was doing. I was just like, let me help you out and let me do this. Now, I don't know that I'm a producer. I just know I'm working. Isaiah, you know what I'm saying? You're just flipping buttons and kicking and calling people, interviewing. You know, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm creating teams and all this. And I don't know that I'm a producer because that's not what I was going for. I was going for the success of interviewing top-notch people. One of Mark Cuban's business partners who helped out with Yahoo or the sale of Yahoo, who wrote an awesome book called one of my favorite, Today We Are Rich. We had him on, just different things, right? So it kept me connected, kept me in the vibration. So that's what I was doing. I was just vibing out with people. But then when I started working in the investor relations department and understanding like, oh my God, we can make some bread. Like the talent, cool, no judgment, right? But it's the producers that make all the money, right? You see the talented artists, unless they're doing their concerts and they're doing other things or different things, they're not really making a lot of money. So I was like, well, now I'm into it because of my the business side of it.
Yeah.
So now, yes, I can say I'm a producer because I'm an executive producer because I want to get paid.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've just had that sense about you. Is that like natural, where you just kind of, Lucas and I talked about the same thing about like, he had the ability to find problems and solve them.
Yes.
And then that's made him do very well in life.
Very well.
And it's a similar thing to you.
Yeah.
Is that something that you just learned through those failures early? Or is this something that just kind of came naturally to you, where you're, because a lot of people, like, they get good at one thing.
Yeah.
And that was one thing all they do. But you and Lucas and me to a degree, it's like, we're going to try this and we're going to try this and we're going to grow here. And it's a little bit like ping pong of just trying different things. Is that a natural thing for you?
It is very natural. When I want, or I get a curiosity like that hits me, I'm going for it. I can't say that I've, truly failed in life. I can only say that everything that I allowed to happen has happened to my favor eventually.
Yeah. How much do you think of that's just mindset, though? Because do you think the same things that's happened in your life could happen to someone else, and then they view that as a victim mentality, and they could be in a completely different place than you?
I had a young lady call me the other day and tell me that something I said to her hurt her. Something I said. I said, well, what was it? And then I don't remember, but it was and I'm like, bruh, how would it was months ago. Like, how would I even know that? I was asking her questions. And the way that I was asking her, I guess it was so take charge and dominant that she was offended, and it was so vulnerable. I'm like, bro, I asked everybody the same question. How did you determine that, this was a target on you? And then you carried that around for months, and now I don't even know what you're talking about. And I don't care. I'm going to be very, very clear. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to know any further. You can stop speaking. And when I talk to you again, I'm not going to change what I said. And I'm still going to be dominant, and I'm still going to ask questions. And you're going to have to make adjustments, not me, because I don't understand that.
Right. Well, is it that victim mentality is just
that way? But I don't think it's as much as people say mindset. For me, Dylan, it is more heart set. And because the heart is formed. What do you mean by that? Because the heart is the first thing that's formed in your entire zygote as you're building and creating yourself in the womb. And within 2 weeks or 18 days or so, you're going to have your heart. You don't have a brain and a mind and all this. Well, that mind, right? The mind of the heart. You don't have all this other stuff going on with you at that moment. That's why, the heartbeat, right? There's a life there. Before all that, but that's what I'm concerned with, because your mind you might be out of your mind today and in it tomorrow. You might be out of love today and in it tomorrow. I don't care about all that stuff.
Right.
Do you have the right heart? Meaning that if you want to go for something, are you going to actually go forth in courage and get it done? And people, if you're scared, do it scared. I'm like, no. Don't do it scared, do it prepared, because your heart prepares you for the bad, the good, the ugly, all the things. So I'm not really worried about mindset as much as I'm worried about heart set. And then we can start talking about your gut and your mind. I believe that in coherence, if it's not all coherent, something's going to falter somewhere. And I'm not into all that faltering.
But I think the heart makes up for, like, you could be kind of dumb.
Oh my gosh.
But have heart and you're fine. That's like my life. I don't feel like I'm very
Stop it.
I got heart though, Isaiah. No. I got heart, baby.
You're very intelligent.
But I do, like, it's like sports, right? Like, you could have a below average athlete, but man, they play with heart, and they're going to make up for.
Yeah, until my IQ, my basketball IQ when I played ball, my volleyball IQ, until I really got into it, cross country runner, track runner, until I really got into it, my heart was the only thing carrying me, literally, physically, from cardio. And then secondly was from the fact that I wanted to, I had a desire and passion and things of that nature. Then when the skill and the intelligence came in, yes, I became an elite athlete, but that took time. But my heart was already ready to do it.
And I don't think you get to where your skills get sharpened without your heart first. You have to start there.
And even a relationship, it's like, I love you. I'm like,
it's a choice. And even that's what we were talking with Lucas. It's like,
do you mean it?
Yeah, like you can say all these things. And what happens if tomorrow my mind is telling me something logically that, I should leave my wife? No. No. I've chosen this person.
Oh, that's it.
Like the mind just get that out of here. Which by the way, I never think that, because she's amazing and I married up. Like, you and me, Anna.
I heard that.
She's
get it, Anna.
She's literally. This is how incredible my wife is. Ready for this? Yeah. Roll this, babe. I'm talking to you. Okay.
He's look. He knows what he's working on.
Yeah. Listen, I'm coming home tomorrow night. So. Anyway, I'm gonna release this episode today. Let's get this shit out right now, dude. Yeah, you're blushing for me. Anyway, so
Woman on set.
yeah, listen. What? No, we're friends. It's fine. And and by the way, like your style is incredible. I was gonna ask, did you do any style? Like, because you dress like you walked in like so
Everybody's.
good.
I'm model.
I'm gonna get back to this.
I'm model. But go ahead. No.
Okay. Anyway,
Anna.
I have a 7-week-old right now.
Yes, you do.
And a 2-week-old.
Beautiful.
A 2-year-old.
2-year-old.
And no family in the area. And my wife just freaking steps up.
Holds it down.
And like, how many men in this like world would say that their wives would let them go travel for a hobby podcast that doesn't even really make the money?
She believes in something.
She does. And she's willing to sacrifice. I'm like,
Yeah.
you tell me I've married up. Man, I've married like up there.
No, seriously.
You know, and the thing is, like, she doesn't guilt trip me. She's just texting me pictures about they had a swim date. She's not
She's
like
including you as
their
you're
life.
Including her,
Yes.
but you do the same thing for her too.
Absolutely.
So.
But she also, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I remember we were in a meeting and he stops and's like, this is the family.
yeah, oh yeah. So my wife and I have a rule. So we have a rule.
I love it.
That if I get more than 2 calls from her in a given time,
Yeah.
it's like I pick up.
Yes.
So generally, I always try to pick up if it's like really quick to say, "Hey, is everything good?" But if it's like more than 2 calls in a row, it's like I don't care what I could be interviewing.
Stop dropping life.
Trump, dude,
Yeah.
and I'm picking up that phone.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just family's more important. But I say all that to say, like, if for whatever dumb reason my mind is like, "Oh, whatever, I'm done with my life, whatever." Like, no, like it's the heart, it's the passion, it's the choice that we've made to love each other.
Brings you back center to the why. And I just think without it, I don't understand what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why the Bible talks about the heart. It's about it's the heart choice to follow
courage,
Jesus. Yeah,
bravery,
exactly.
and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. My eyelash, boy.
Yeah.
Don't judge. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. It looks great. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. Should I do my lashes?
Continue with the podcast, Dylan.
I feel like I have decent lashes. Actually, my wife gets
You
mad
have
at me.
nice eyes.
Thank you. That's the only compliment I normally get from women. Is
the
my eyes.
only?
Yeah.
You're tall. You're handsome.
I'm
There's
tall. I'm
many
overweight.
things that go
There's
with
a lot
it.
of things, but it's the eyes, dude. That's what.
You're gonna stick to that. The smile, not the dimples.
The smiles, yeah.
Okay.
It's a package. it's a complete package.
Here we go.
Yeah, maybe my wife married up. You know what? Now I think about it, she's doing great, dude.
Tell us how you really feel.
No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, back about your life. Anyway, and I love you. So when you watch this, remember that. All right. So I don't remember what we were talking about. That was great. This is the Dylan experience.
No, this is it. I've been Dylan'd.
Yeah. This is
Officially, at this point, Isaiah's laughing because he knows what being Dylan'd is. I just learned. I have officially been Dylan'd.
Oh,
or
that's
Dylan
great.
England.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's an authentic experience.
No, it is authentic.
That's for sure. Yeah. Hey,
I appreciate that.
By the way, Cardix. This shirt is available on Cardix if you would like to wear an authentic shirt, and it's available now everywhere on the main page.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Why is that important to you?
It helps me make money. I was kidding.
I know, but besides that.
Well, yeah, so
you're already
the
making money.
word,
Yeah.
authentic.
Yeah.
So I have a beef with this word.
What's up?
Because the way people normally mean authentic,
Mm-hmm.
they are the most lazy people in the world. Because this is what they mean when people say you need to be your authentic, true self. They basically mean you don't need to change.
Uh-oh.
You don't need to grow. And I'm like, that's not what the word.
That's a
means.
misuse of the.
Yeah, and so when I'm using the word authentic,
Okay.
I'm saying 2 things. Number one, when we have these conversations, I want them to be unscripted, real.
They are so unscripted.
Like, and I want the people to know, like, I didn't come here trying to force my interview on you.
No. He
Right?
didn't pre-send questions.
No, I want it to be like wherever the conversation leads, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
And and I want people to know, like, it's not like me trying to like create this like my version of the show. It's like the guest gets to lead, and I'm just here to help guide them through their story.
Got it.
So that's part of it, authentic communication. But I also think the word authentic to me means have a real view of yourself and actually who you are, and the fact that you do need other people's help, the fact that you do need to grow.
Oh my God.
The fact that being authentic is understanding the fact that you're not everything, you're not perfect, you don't have it all together, and sometimes you need help. Sometimes you need each other. Sometimes, and when people say you need to be your authentic, true self, it's like this like selfish like viewpoint, and I view it more as have a real understanding of your shortcomings, and then have those people fill those spots. Understand what you're good at and pursue those things. Find your unique ability, jump into that, but don't lie to yourself. Authentic is the opposite of lying to yourself. And I think when people say they're being authentic,
They're not.
they're just lying to themselves of ignoring what the reality is. And a lot of people that are saying, I'm just authentic, are poor. They don't hold jobs. They're jerks. Like when it comes to speech, it's like, I'm just being authentic. I'm like, no, you're just a jerk.
You're just
right?
being a butthole.
Right. And so that's to me the beef is, so I'm trying to rebrand it as that. Like we can have real experiences with each other, but with kindness.
Yeah.
But you can actually look at yourself and be like, I'm going to take an authentic view of where I'm at, and I'm going to grow from it. And so that's why I like wearing the word. It's to me, it means a lot. And the other thing I'd say is this: I still struggle with like allowing myself. For example, I love being funny. Like it's not like Isaiah knows. Like when I'm not behind the mic, it's like we don't not laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm still working on letting that come out more, even on the mic.
Okay.
So I'm trying to the word authentic is like, hey, I need to really, really work on it. So that's what it means to me.
Okay.
That was a very long answer.
No, it's good because I mean, I like people knowing about your branding,
Yeah.
right? And then you said it. It's a way to make money. Well, until you're your authentic self and every version that you just gave me, it's not going to, even if you do make the money, it's not really going to be what it is unless you're authentic self.
Yeah. Cool. And I'm not taking, like, I do believe like authentic, like it is good. Like, and people aren't themselves on camera. Like like that's what I try to get is people's real self out of them.
Yeah.
And most people, when the cameras turn on, it's like,
they perform.
Right.
They're performative.
Yeah. And that's what I don't want to be. And
wow.
And I want to encourage, I got a really good compliment from a guest yesterday. And I was like, hey man, how's the podcast? And this is someone that has a radio show for like 15 years.
Oh, okay.
So they've done it. They've been on other people's shows. And I said, hey man, he's like, dude, he's like, I forgot we were recording.
Yeah. That's the way it should be.
You know? And I'm just like, he's like, it just felt like two friends smoking a cigar, having a conversation.
That's the way it should be.
And so he was himself. And I'm like, I did my job. And so that's the goal. That's kind of what I, what I go for. But
this guy.
Yeah. And then, but I don't know, it's enough about me. I've talked more about myself in this interview than I have in 5. Yeah. Because you're the first person.
I interview people too. So, I kind of.
Something about today, Isaiah, this has been a good day. Yeah. The energy. Yeah.
That's what it is.
We had a problem. We had a problem this morning. I'll let the guests in. So it's my fault.
What happened? What'd you do?
Okay. So these are
At
brand
least
new.
you weren't 2 hours late.
You are the very first guest to use our brand new microphones. All right.
It's called christening.
Yes, you've
been owed.
I've been owed. There you go. Oh my.
You've been oh-my'd.
Oh my. And when I got here yesterday, we did a mic check, and one of the microphones sounded like you were talking to a tin can. Or these new ones.
Oh, okay.
And so we had to go back to the old mics yesterday.
Oh.
And then this morning at like 8:30, he texted me, Isaiah did, and he's like, hey, can I run to the store? The store's like 45 minutes away, Isaiah? And 45 minutes away. And I'm like, okay, Lucas comes in at 10. It'll be tight, but maybe Isaiah will be here like 10:10, whatever. Like, let's just get the mics before Lucas, right?
Right.
So I never shared with him on the calendar that Lucas was coming at 10.
Uh-oh.
He thought the first thing was at 11 when you were going to come, even though you got up at like 12:30. But it was on the calendar for 11.
Business.
Yeah. And so it was like 9:55, and I text him, and I'm like, yo, you close? He's like, nah, dude. And I thought he was joking. I'm like, bro, Lucas is going to be here in 5 minutes. And were you guys still at the store? They were still at the store 40 minutes away.
Sounding
and
like
Lucas is coming in like 10 minutes. It wasn't his fault because he didn't know about the interview.
Oh, because
he didn't
11
know.
o'clock.
Yeah,
I got you.
He thought he had another hour.
Right.
And when I was like, bro, someone's coming in 10 minutes. He's like, yeah. So we scrambled, and it worked great because Lucas got to talk to John Willis, who's one of our vice presidents.
Oh, I hadn't met John yet.
He's here. I'll introduce you. And they had a great conversation. Good. And Lucas was like, man, this is really cool. So it worked out great. It worked out well. And then, it worked out. Like if you would have shown up right at 11, that would have been bad because we'd like started recording at 10.
See, I wasn't
it all worked
late.
out. You were perfect.
See,
yes.
I can be perfect.
So, but literally Isaiah like runs in. And then on the way there, the car that they were driving, the transmission overheats. So they have to pull on the side of the road. And that's how today started. So I'm over here sweating like, okay, like Lucas, and I didn't know Lucas yet, so I'm like, I don't know this guy's vibes. Like I didn't know if he was gonna be like, bro, like I got a meeting at 10:45. Like I drove all the way here. Screw you guys. Like I just didn't know what that was gonna be. So I'm trying to like appease him.
Yeah.
Get this set up. Isaiah runs in here, dude, sweating. Like we jump into, and then we just jump into like the best interview we've done, like probably ever in the studio.
Which proves that this is not a hobby. Which proves my point in heart versus mindset.
Yeah.
Because the mindset be like, nah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
We're not doing it.
Yeah.
We said 11, you said 11, we're going to start at 11 because my mind is telling me that this would be better if this, that, and the third. But the heart says, you know what, we're going to make this work.
And figure it out. And we're not going to get, like, that's the thing, like, and then just taking ownership.
Have a good attitude about it.
It'll be all right.
Let me talk about taking ownership.
Okay.
Now we'll go back to me.
Let's go.
Dang.
This is too
No,
much. Bro, chill, dog. Chill, dude. I'm sorry, bro. I talked to myself for 3 minutes.
Lord.
Yeah, I'm going to start my own show. Screw this Dylan England crap. No, go ahead.
No, this is actually really a really good segue into something very on topic. I did not pay one of my mortgages in May. Now, what does the world think happens when you don't pay your mortgage?
Life ends.
What happens to your credit, Dylan?
I don't know on the mortgage side.
Negative 110 points, class. Bro, with an 800 credit score, an 803 to be exact, to watch it go down 110 points, you talk about getting someone's attention to make them pay, right? And I even think secretly, and this is my theory, that the higher your credit score, when you do have something bad, the worse that they ding you because they do expect you to do better. It's almost like the best child or the best athlete, student, whatever.
Me.
How dare you of all people, right?
You're a shining star, right?
Yeah, not that day. So I don't even know how this happened, but it happened. I took accountability. I didn't have a bad attitude. I didn't cuss out the credit department. I didn't cuss out the customer service person. I didn't disrespect the credit bureaus. I didn't nastily send an email saying this. I didn't do my dispute and lie. Stop doing that on your disputes, right? Dylan, I said, I kid you not. I said, God, I would never do this to myself. I just wouldn't. I don't care if people were practicing voodoo against me. I don't care if I didn't have the money to pay. I wouldn't do this to myself. Whatever's going on, all I know is I wouldn't do it. And if I wouldn't do it, God, I know you wouldn't. I know there's a way out of this. I hope, right? When your prayer turns into a small beg.
Yeah.
You're going to have to show me a way out of this because I honestly did this to myself and I took accountability. That superpower, by the way, is what we're talking about, right? That superpower led me into discovery, more discovery, curiosity on, man, I did F up. Well, how do I fix this, right? And I thought about it. I thought there's no way out, bro. You did not. And then now you're being honest, which is tough, right? Because now you're telling them it wasn't this and it wasn't that. Oh, here's the check where I paid. None of that literally just slipped my mind. I had a lot going on. Oprah was coming to town. You know, we hosted her. So I had so much going on that I just didn't know why I did this to myself. And I'm like, no, long story short, I find loopholes that I thought were loopholes, Google and Reddit and such, and those didn't work. Call the company like, oh, you can do a goodwill letter, not this company. Use code 104 the credit. Not that. You did not pay. You were late. We reported the truth.
Right.
Now imagine when you do something and it's on you and you fully do something or didn't do something.
Yeah.
And you go ahead and say, you know what? I'm going to take this. It wasn't until I surrendered, which has to do with my heart. Now my mind, because my mind would not let me surrender.
The reality of the situation.
The reality was you didn't pay your mortgage. Okay. Negative 110 points plus whatever negative on the other accounts. Long story short, I saw somewhere where a guy said, I did this too. This happened to me and this is what I did. And it wasn't what he did. It was the fact that he took accountability like I was.
He could teach others.
Right? So I did what he said. I emailed the president of the mortgage company. I don't even know if that was the president. I must have chat GPT, LinkedIn, Googled, research, called, departmented. I sent a message to every department. I have had that particular mortgage for 12 years of my life. I have never been late. That's not me. You know this through my history. I know you can't do a goodwill letter because I've been denied 8 times. I also understand that you're not going to tell the credit bureau to redact this. I get that. But just consider.
Yeah.
Just let me pull a Dylan England. Let me get into my sales mode. Just consider.
Yeah.
If this was you,
Hypothetically speaking,
would you consider the possibilities of maybe changing this? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I take full accountability, and I don't want anyone there feeling bad about reporting me because I did not pay. Right. So I send this letter to the whole, everybody, send it to the president. And then I found another loophole, a real genuine loophole. They sent me a letter in June.
Okay.
Late June.
Yeah.
The letter was supposed to have been sent in May.
Okay. All right.
Truthfully,
Yep.
in truth in lending, you do have an opportunity to rectify the issue. If it's too late to rectify it and the report had been made, they could consider saying, hey, let me fix this. Made 2 payments, did the auto pays. I make payments every week versus once a month anyway. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, because I don't like the interest.
Yes.
I'm knocking that interest and knocking that principal down. But anyway, my point is, I'm like, y'all see the history of this woman. Like, I was speaking in third person. This woman right here.
Yeah.
This woman right here would never do this to you or her. Anyway, my point is, finally, I get a message July 12th or something like that. And it said, the situation has been reversed. The company reported that everything's good. Everything's fine. And my credit shot back up to 100 and whatever points it was. To this hour, I don't know which one worked. But I do know what did really work in my heart, which was accountability.
Yeah.
So when you do something wrong, adjust your attitude immediately, take accountability immediately, and you might want to surrender to God immediately as well because you did it.
Yep.
Right?
And that's the only way you're going to fix it. If you don't admit you have a problem,
Or
you can't
it can
fix the
be
problem.
fixed somewhere else or whatever.
Correct.
Maybe not in my credit. Like I surrendered. I was like, God, listen.
It's all right.
That's it. I can't lie. I'm not about to keep lying, right?
Yeah.
I was about to pay $1,500 for this dude to fix my credit.
That
next day, I sat with his wife. That next day, I got the message from the credit bureaus. The next day, $1,500. So in my mind, God just wanted to bless me with $1,500.
Yeah, right.
In my mind.
Yeah.
But the lesson to be learned was accountability and surrender. Both together are a powerful combination.
Well, I think that leads us. It's already been almost an hour already. Can you believe it?
That's it. No.
Yeah, like we have. Tony, I know we're almost done. Tony's gonna be here in like 10 minutes.
Cool.
So we're gonna slowly start wrapping up.
You guys will love Tony as well.
And but now that we're kind of on the advice train, I want to give you an opportunity. Like, what kind of advice would you give to an entrepreneur, maybe in high school still, maybe a kid or a college student that loves the concept of working for themselves, love the concept of growing? What would be some advice that maybe you'd give to your former self?
Yeah, former self. We're not doing feast or famine. You don't have to. You don't have to. You do not have to suffer through, right? You do have to have wealth vehicles. You do have to be around wealthy people that talk wealthy, that do wealthy things.
Yeah.
Get around people, circumstances and situations that are affluent, that are impactful, that are influential, that are wherever you're trying to go and grow. When I used to do the high jump, I would watch videos when I tell you over and over and over and over, but I also over and over and over broke records all over Texas. Also,
Wow.
Right? I practice. So if you really want to be an entrepreneur, you feel that you are an entrepreneur, you identify as an entrepreneur, you do not have to do feast or famine. Now, some entrepreneurs will get out here and tell you that because that's what they went through.
Yeah.
Right? And I could even say that's what I went through. But after I decided to stop, right? And I always tell people, remember this, $1 trillion companies got started.
Right.
Like, I got to get started. $1 trillion companies got started.
Yeah.
So like, don't start that,
always
Dylan. Don't do that, Dylan. Oh, Dylan, but you're going to go through. Oh, Dylan's going to be tough. And some trillionaire is sitting looking at you like, bruh, I'm taking care of families, legacies, human beings, life, cities, countries, nations. And you're over here talking about what I shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
You have to listen to your own voice only for a little while when it's negative. If it's positive, keep taking that information and applying it.
Yeah.
And so I would just tell my former self, you don't have to do feast or famine.
Mm.
That's a program that's being sold and told and experience. However, if you choose to be wealthy or whatever it is you choose to be, if you choose to be a doctor, should you not practice doctoring?
Yeah, right.
Right. Like, do you want to be a lawyer? Lawyer then.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like, you know, practice the things that you're going to be doing, but around the right people. I don't want to go to practice with a bunch of poor people when I'm practicing this wealth game, right? Because we didn't come to play, we came to win. Right. So it's like, I'm not here to play a game. I'm here to win championships.
Like you don't want to do high jump with a bunch of short people.
No, I'm not doing it. Right.
It's not helping you out.
No, I'm knocking down 6'2". Right. And so my thing is this: be around and in the environment, because environment starts it all for everybody. You can't get away from it. You're in the environment of your father before your mother, and you're in the environment of your mother for 10 months or less, right? So my thing is like, you're going to have to curate your environment. And that might be a very alchemist situation.
Yeah.
Right? It might be miracle, prayer, fasting, so many spiritual things that happen, but your environment matters. And so you're not going to be able to produce, what did it say? Jesus was without a prophet's not without honor in his own hometown. He couldn't perform many miracles because of their unbelief. And so it's the same concept. Like, I have to be in the right environments. Therefore, I have to be the right version of myself around the right people and doing the right things at the right time. And that's going to take some time, and that's okay.
I don't think people understand how big that is. That advice. So I'll give you a very quick personal story, and then we're going to wrap up.
We ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be here for another 4 hours. No, just like, go ahead.
You just come back.
We gotta end with me, but he goes 80 hours with Lucas.
No. His is a type 45.
Michael Payne.
His is a type 45. Type 45.
And now Tony the tycoon
actually, we'll
is
be fine.
coming.
Hey, can you text Rodney and just make sure he's looking at the door, Isaiah? Okay, then we can keep going a little extra longer then.
Okay.
And make sure, like, you know, coffee, whatever Tony needs, and that way we can keep going a little longer.
Sorry, my son was FaceTiming me.
Is he good? Yeah, dude, take care of it.
I just want to make sure, like, because
family first.
You know what I'm saying?
Family
FaceTime
first
is a different energy, and he knows I'm doing a podcast. And you know what happens with my son when he sees me on like YouTube and all this stuff? He has to come on video.
Yeah.
So here he is. Hey, I'm on the podcast, son. You good? Okay, I'll call you back. Bye. Okay.
Okay, perfect. We're good. No family situation.
Everything's good.
Environment. Let me tell you a personal story where this has negatively affected me that I'm trying to get better.
Okay.
So the way my insurance company works, in my role, I'm in a manager role.
Yes.
The manager role above me hires people for me to train.
Okay.
I don't have a decision of if I get to train them or not. They get placed under me. So as a 100% commission field, and there are only two types of people in this world that will work 100% commission insurance.
Crazy people, and who else?
Crazy people with talent or crazy people with no talent.
Okay.
And most of the people with no talent have been bouncing from job to job to job to job to job, 100% commission job. This is like their 15th stop. They haven't been successful anywhere they go. They're not high performers. They never will be high performers. And that has been my environment for 6 years.
Who stole my cheese?
Yeah. And like so from when I had one of my mentors leave, the guy that hired me into the business, he was a high performer. And when I hung around him, 2018, 19, 20, we killed it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he left. He had a different position. COVID hit. And for 3 years, I was average. It was, you know, we were hitting kind of our quota, but we weren't thriving in this business. And all the people that I trained, you know, none of them wanted to work. None of them wanted to call. There were always complaints. There were always excuses. And you know what I started to do?
Sounds like a lot of family members, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Not
You're
y'all,
right.
not my family.
Yeah, right.
Not my family.
Yeah. But you know what I started to do?
What'd you start doing?
Make excuses. I started to complain. I started to blame other people.
Ooh, this is good, Dylan.
And so I'm serious. Like you can go to my beginning podcast, and I blamed COVID for my life being like crap.
This is good, bro.
So like literally you can go to like watch me complain on camera.
And I'm happy you didn't take it down.
And it's there. Oh yeah, it's there. And my environment was people Like literally the people that I saw every day just complain about how bad their life was, how they didn't want to cold call, how they didn't want to put the activity. And all of a sudden I stopped complaining. I stopped not wanting to do the activity and complaining why my family has no money.
Come on.
Like that's the reality. Like that's like, you can talk to my wife and have had late conversations about it. And then all of a sudden through this podcast, meeting some high performers here and there, you know, and then all of a sudden getting connected with like Yasser. Like,
a very high performer, by the way.
All right. You know, and then having some people in local Detroit, like high performers. And I always used to look at them like I'm here and they're here. And this is what people really need to understand. A lot of people here want you there with them. It's
lonely at the they say it's lonely at the bottom, the top, the middle, everywhere. It's lonely everywhere.
There's a reason why Yasser hired Isaiah.
Yeah.
Right?
I want him
from a waiting job. Right? Because people like that. And you find those people, they want to help you.
Yeah.
And when I learned that, and then I met people like you and Paul, and now all of a sudden, in my 70, 80-hour work week,
come on now,
70% of my time is with people that have made it.
Dang.
Versus 80% of my time being with people that hate their life, and now I hate my life too. And so environment is really like when you said that, I was like, that's the best advice I think we've ever had on the show. And I don't talk about that enough because, you know, and back to what I was trying to say with Alex Ramosi, like you hang around people that have money, you learn their lessons, and you just become a sponge.
Yes, and apply it. Don't be a sponge and just sit there
do
molding.
Something. Right. Like
do something.com, please.
And we're still not like our business bank account bounced twice in June because of payments. Like we have to, like I'm bouncing from insurance to media. So our cash flow doesn't exist right now.
I'm the cash flow queen now because I had that saying. We'll talk about that on my next thing.
That's
privately, I want to talk to you about that for real because my sister and I had that same.
Oh, we'll chat.
Please,
yeah, we'll chat.
Because you are way bigger than
my wife, and this is why I say I'm married up. This is why it matters so much to have people in your corner.
Come on.
In June, I made the decision that I'm gonna have my assistant take over the insurance business. So we're still going to do everything we need to do. And he's killing it. Like he's making more money than me. Like
that's the power of promotion, guys.
Yeah,
get out the dang way.
He is killing it. But that means my cash flow stopped from my insurance agency.
Yeah.
Right.
Understood.
And then I had a couple deals that I'm like, all right, they're going to close in June. They didn't close.
Gotcha.
So here I am, a 31-year-old man with a brand new son. Our business bank account's bouncing.
Right.
Like I
understand.
Talk about humbling.
Let's
talk about stress. Talk about all those things. And my wife and I were talking because I'm trying to build this like podcast business, some other things. And we were like, should I just get a job? This is like a month ago. Should I just get a job? Like, is this dream dumb? Should I quit the podcast? Should I quit this? And this is how much she is like a rock and how it matters who you marry. It matters who your partner is because she's like, Dylan, do you believe in yourself? And then because I believe in you. And we sat down for 2 hours and we basically like, I always tell people to put like a timeline on things just to protect yourself. So like, we're like, we have until December. Let's build something amazing in 6 months. And then all of a sudden, June was hard. And then all of a sudden I sold my first podcast consulting thing. And then we sold the next one.
I remember us talking.
And then we keep going. And then all of a sudden, like we have 40 proposals out there.
Yeah.
And then now, like, and then all of it, but it's mindset. Because when that happened, it's embarrassing. Like
it could be embarrassing.
Yeah, you don't like it's not fun to say. It's not fun.
I told you, I just try to buy wealth with food stamps.
And it's stressful. and it could have been so easy for me to say, this is too much.
Yeah.
Too hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a job.
Yeah, that's mindset.
Too. But when you have that support structure, because my environment with my wife
that's so good
is what kept me up.
Ooh, that's so good.
And don't get me wrong, I was stressful. Like I still struggle a lot with stress.
Yeah.
I think that's why it affects some health systems and we're working through that. But at the same time, like having the people that can pull you out of that and those people you can call and be like, and then have that authentic communication.
Facts.
I'm struggling, man.
Yep. That's it.
One more thing I'll tell you and then I'll let you finish. There's an entrepreneur who's had it rough.
Okay.
He's about a 50-year-old man. I respect the heck out of this dude. He has over 100 patents. He's an engineer. He's an inventor. He literally invented the self-driving cars for GM.
Nice.
He is smart.
Very.
He went on his own, started his own company called NIFT.
Yeah.
And he is so smart, but he's not a sales guy.
Yeah.
And so
that's that SWOT analysis you were talking about earlier.
They were growing. All of a sudden, he had to lay off, and his family was working for him. He had to lay off family last
year.
It was, and so we sat down for coffee, and this 55-year-old man with this 30-year-old man were just bonding over the fact that sometimes it doesn't go our way.
Yeah.
Then like, what are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
And we both left that coffee like,
Yeah.
but we had that moment together.
Yeah,
So
no, you guys deserve that moment. But see, you're going back. It's all environmental, which is your heart is growing inside of an environment, and then your mind comes. Well, your mind's in your heart too, but I'm saying your brain comes after, and other things come after. And I did this quote, and I'm pulling it up now. Well, I didn't do this quote. Let me be very, very quite candid and honest. I paraphrased and changed the quote so I wouldn't be plagiarizing and stealing.
Right. Yeah.
Let's be clear. And it says, the mistake holds the next strategy, right? The mistake in and of itself holds the next strategy, right? And so a lot of times when we, June happened, looked like something happened to me in May, June as well. Maybe it was just that time, right? But to be honest with you, was it really embarrassing? Or was it really your opportunity to not be embarrassed? It's like, how are you looking at that, right?
Right.
And so spectrum, right, allows us to be.
Yeah. Right.
Right? And perception and perspective allow us to become, right? There's difference and variance in that. But my point in saying that is that I think that you're on a spectrum right now in your life because the wealth thing, you're naturally wealthy and you're naturally abundant, but it's like, I want to see it accumulated. All right. I want it. It's cute, Dr. O, but I want to see, you know what I'm saying? My bank account
result,
say something. Right. And so now I'm sitting here with 6 figures worth of credit. Right. And I want to read this to you because it goes to your point of environment and your mindset. Right. And so I wish Siri would talk to me. She might not talk to me, but hey, Siri. How do you get 6 figures worth of credit? She's not going to read it to me, but basically what the system will tell you when you research that or Google that, like, I have 6 figures worth of credit, which goes into environment, which goes into application of environment, which goes into seeing these opportunities, not as embarrassment, but how not to be embarrassed. Right. And so I was like, because while we're talking about my credit, right, I was just like, look, how did I get here? I don't even remember when or what it happened. When Douglas Aze told me that I was a millionaire, I did not know. Nor did I care, and nor do I care now. I don't care. What I do care about is the fact that I spend more time at home than I do outside of my home. I spend more time not working than I do exchanging my time for dollars. That I care about more than the money. Now, I'm great to have the status, but my goal is not to say, oh, I'm a first generation millionaire. You can be too. And if you buy my program for $699.22 a month, then I'll show you how to do it as well. Right. It's like, no, Dylan, what do you really want? And what I see in your eyes, right, which I love the movie Frost. Have you seen that? The cartoon?
Oh yeah,
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost. Yeah, we just watched that.
Right?
It's the Guardian. It's like yeah.
Yeah. So the point was, each of them had a gift. I cry every time I watch it. It is so good. It is good.
When the kid finally sees him.
Come on,
it's insane.
You're just right, and it's like, bro. But Santa Claus was speaking to him and said, the wonder. Like, he had wonder in his eyes, and that's what made him Santa Claus. And the Easter Bunny had this and that. And Jack Frost, he was like, you have an energy. Right. And so anyway, my point is that when you decide to hone in on, like, your money should be making you more money than your podcast. Your money should be making you more money than your job or your work or your effort, your hours, your dollars, your time, your energy. Your money should be doing all that. Right. And so your relationship with money is based on the environments that you create. Sure. Right. And so this is what I'm saying. And so I'm saying this to say that when I don't even need to read that. I know what happened when I researched it. When I researched this, it said the reason why you have 6 figures worth of credit is because you have a 740 credit score, because you have over 6 figures in income, because it started telling me all this, you, right? Because I'm researching, like, how does that happen? Now, AI does not know that I'm talking about me.
Right.
It's reading to me whatever I put in the system. You get what you give, right? And so I said all that to say that I want you to be a master. Like you're already there, but I want you to master the art. I say Dylaning. I don't know how else to say this, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone doesn't have your energy.
Mm.
You say, oh, they like my eyes. It's not your eyes. It's whatever's behind the way you look at people.
Right.
The way you deal in it is like perfection.
I'm embarrassed right now.
No, it's the way you Dylan. You happen to have the name Dylan England, which is an amazing name, by the way, for anybody, right?
Yeah.
It's a brand and stuff. But I'm with your wife on, do you believe in yourself? And I think what she's saying is, what are you doing with the belief of yourself, right? Well, how are you manifesting from that? And not just manifesting like, oh, say it 3 times and write it individually, all that stuff. Yeah. I'm not saying that's bad, but I'm just saying it's something about the way you Dylan that I want you to believe in whatever number you see or whatever amount you see. And I want you to know that it's already there, right? And it's like, it's that one phone call, that one person, that one this, that one that. And we think sale, but it's really not that. You're activating something here. And I do not call this another hobby. Everybody, y'all correct him on that. Do not call this a hobby. It's your ministry. It's your passion. It's your truth. It's your why. It's your you. It's your this. Yeah. Because your children are going to watch this. Your grandchildren. The people around you. You say you have no family there, but there are people watching you and your wife saying, man, these kids, right? These kids are doing well. They're making it or whatever. Like you've got a platform that can really change the way people activate. You're an activator. I don't know how else to say that, right? Like you activate things very well in your own genius. And I think your genius is going to pay you beyond sums of money that you can have in a bank account. And I mean real money, not that old, you're going to be rich and all that. I mean like literally like more money than you can know to stand with it, because I believe that God can trust you with money and that you're going to distribute it correctly, whether it be within your bloodline or within your community or within the space of what you're doing. A little
bit of everything.
I just see you being trusted because you don't mind going around activating people. So it's not a hobby.
Well, thank you. That was very kind.
He's been omide.
I've been omide. The Dylaning's been omide.
Dylaning and omide.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you. And I struggle with taking compliments. I appreciate that a lot. And I think sometimes like more people need to be omide or be the omier when maybe there's someone that's listening that can pour into someone else like that. And I think that was a big encouragement. Thank you. That's very sweet. Yeah. And it means a lot because sometimes, you lose sight and you struggle. And so that means a lot. And I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
All while you're telling me my bank account was this, that, and the third. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it's just, And I think sometimes just we need that person to come alongside, hold our hand and pull us up. Yeah. So I appreciate that. It was very kind. And maybe that's what this show is about.
This is.
It's that, like, it's real. Like,
it is.
Isaiah, this is 2 real episodes in a row, dude. Like, this is it, man. Yeah, like, this is it, man. Yeah. And so, this is good. And I appreciate you a lot. And thank you for all your help behind the scenes and our phone calls and our Zooms and
same here. And you're an activator. You've activated me. I mean, we haven't talked about it in detail, but we will. You've activated me. Like, remember, I was walking around here clandestine, right? I had the hoodie on. And now I got the bright yellow.
Yeah, you come in.
This is my real. Excuse me. Right? Like, this is my true me. This is who you would have met that day. But I was looking for something, and I thought I was coming here looking for whatever. And I knew I was supposed to be dealing with you. And I told you that. Yeah. And I walked away with you. I came back for you. I've been communicating with you. You are an activator, just like I'm a connector. And it's easy to say these things, but walking it out and getting paid for it, a little different energy.
And that's our next step.
That's
it. And then there's a lot of gut feelings that go into this too, right? There's a lot of like, man, I feel like this relationship is the right play.
That's a fact.
Well, anyway, before we jump in the next thing and we go another 15 minutes, which I'd love to. Yeah. Thank you. And this is what I do for all my guests. I give them an opportunity to promo something, plug something. Where can people find more about you? Yeah. And anything that you would like to promo on the show, we'll make sure it's in the description for our listeners to find it. But go ahead. What would you like them to know?
Best case scenario is www.meetdro.com. And whatever I have going on is in there. Free ebooks, how to get to my network, the Omai network, how to connect with me, work with me. I do all things strategy. I know how to say that now because I didn't know what the heck I was doing because I was doing everything all the time. But I do all things strategy, mainly in socioeconomics. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This has been fun.
Yes!
We did it. We did it on the show. And shout out to Isaiah, who's been just producing like a fiend.
Yes.
And thank you guys for watching this episode of the Dylan England Show. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, family member, someone that you think would be blessed by this episode. Spread the love in the community. We are growing. We're growing fast. And hop on or you're going to miss the ride. But thank you. Appreciate you. Peace. Cool.